Hello, welcome pen friends. I'm back with another video that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. This is going to be my top 5 pens, and I did one of these videos 2 years ago, but there have been a few changes. So each time I see my pinned video there, I think, you know, it's time for me to do a new one. So today's the day. There have been 3 pens though that stayed on that list. So first let's go over what they used to be. So in 2018, my top pen was my Serendipity hybrid fountain and dip pen with the interchangeable number 6 nib, and I still love that pen, but it has been bumped. And then my second pen was the Lamy Safari, and then the third one was Jinhao X750. The fourth one was the TWSBI Go, and the fifth one was the Moonman M600S, the mini pens, and we'll be seeing that. Then I had 2 honorable mentions back then. One was the Platinum Preppy, which I still use, and then the Mont Blanc 149, I think is the one. Yeah, what? I should have done my research on that one. I'll have to put that in the description box. It's a small black Mont Blanc pen that was gifted to me. So let's just get right started, and now you'll see where I'm at now. So the first one, my favorite pen, is the TWSBI Eco. It really has become, if not my top pen, then definitely right in there with the top 5. It's hard for me to rank within the 5 where they fall, but I reach for these all the time. This one's the yellow that came out just recently, and it's got a broad nib on it, but I have 5 of these Ecos, and it could get worse because I really like them. I'm just making a joke, but you know, I actually am drawn to them because of the colors they come out with, and the large ink capacity, and the fact that they're fairly affordable and they're just real high quality. You pick these up, and every single time I pick it up, it writes. So that has been just wonderful. So I have here, let's see, I've got a couple. I got the purple one and rose gold and the blue. So the clear one is over with my bullet journal, but I do really love these, and I just, you know, as much as I have explored other pens, these continue to be in my favorite, very, very favorite. And you know, that wasn't the case last time, and it's so interesting that it didn't quite make the list last time. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but that's 2 years worth of writing all the time and changing my opinions, I guess. So, okay, the next pen is, nothing's changed here. The Lamy Safari is still one of my very favorites, and I was really lucky to be able to get this one because it was becoming harder to find when I came back into the hobby. It's the Lamy Safari, I think it was 2016, and it's the dark lilac. So, am I saying that right? I get mixed up because of, yeah, there's an ink called Dark Orchid, and I get mixed up every time, but it's the Lamy Dark Lilac, and I ought to very well know that because I'm playing around with an ink sample of that very elusive ink right now that a pen friend sent. So, I got this with a fine nib, but I switcheroo on the nibs all the time, and right now I've got the broad nib in it, and they're just, that's part of the draw with this. It's a cartridge converter pen. Doesn't have the same ink capacity, of course, as the TWSBI Eco. That's the piston that holds quite a bit more, but it doesn't bother me. These are so easy to clean, and they're so easy to switch the nibs, and the grip, which is a tripod grip, is real comfortable for me. So this, I just, no matter what, I reach for these all the time, even when I'm trying not to, when I'm trying to explore some of my other pens. There's, you know, I surrender to Lamy. I really love that pen. So then next is you know, it was just beginning to sizzle there in 2 years ago when I did this, did the other video of my top 5, is the TWSBI Go pens, and I love these. I've got 5 of these too, and this one here has a broad nib. So I do reach for the broad nib a lot, but then I also have it in the stub and the fine nib and the medium nib. So I've got 2 of the broad nibs, so I just really love these. This is the clear one, but they also have it in smoke and sapphire, the blue. And that's not changed. That just barely made the list last time because it hadn't been out that long. So then number 4, I have several of these too, is the Jinhao X750. That has not changed. It's got that beautiful number 6 nib, which I take off right away and put a goulet nib on. But now that I have a few assortment of goulet nibs just here, I don't consider it an extra cost anymore, you know, to get a nib when I get one of these, because I just switch the nibs. There, it's the political season, so the phone rings off the wall. So I love these. It's a cartridge converter pen. I've got several different colors, including, I'll pull some of them out here in a minute. I've got purple and silver, and they're all over the place, so I'm not sure if they're all in my case. But this, I have the 1.5 goulet nib on it, the stub, and that's one of my favorites, the stub nib. Now, let's see. I did want to... I guess I had meant to, you know, pull them out and show you the other colors I had, but gee, they're everywhere. So I don't have them all right at my fingertips. Huh, that's interesting. Here's the pink one though. This is one I saw on Instagram and I couldn't stand it. I had to get it. That's really funny. Oh, here's 2 of them. Okay, they're just kind of blending in. Here's the shimmering sands. This is gorgeous. It doesn't look like a $8 pen, does it? And I think at the time I got it, it was probably $5, but prices have gone up a little. And then this is that gorgeous purple one. So, I mean, this is a lot of pen for your money. And if you're into swapping nibs the way I am, and if you're not totally happy with the one that comes on it, if you just get a few, just get 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 goulet nibs or other... There's many other places to get nibs, but that just happens to be where I like to get mine. Then you'll have them and you can just switch them around if you want to. Or there are a few pens where once the nib gets on there, I leave it because I don't want to disturb the pen. Okay, that wasn't very coordinated. And then this is going to be even worse because I'm going to backtrack. I just wanted to show you the other 2 colors on the the pen before that, the TWSBI Go, the smoke and the sapphire. You know, I really can't choose a color. They're all nice. And they just, you know, that you can see the springs through there. And I love that. I don't mind that at all. The thing I love the most, I think, about this pen is the grip. It's just so comfortable to write with and so lightweight. And then you get that wonderful writing experience for... Well, when I got them, they were under $20. Things are creeping up just a little bit right now, but that's, you know, that's to be expected, I guess. Okay, so number 5 pen, sorry, I'm skipping all over, but we're back to the list now, is the Moonman M600S. And this is just a gorgeous pen. Let me grab the other one. I've got 2 of them. This one came first. This was the purple one I got last year in September at my 3-year anniversary as a present. And then this one I got this year for my anniversary from Manual. So this is the Tiger's Eye finish. And then this is, I think it said violet something. So it's purple. Just gorgeous. Number 6 nibs, completely swappable, and cartridge converter pen. Real comfortable to write with, and I have just really enjoyed it. And these that I've had have kept up really well with the broad nib and the stub nib, whatever I put on them. So I've been lucky, I guess, because I've heard other things, but that's not been my experience with these pens. But keep in mind, I choose really flowy, wet inks too, if at all possible. So those are the main 5. And then I did choose 2 honorable mentions. Okay, first honorable mention is a pen that I reach for a lot to write with, and I've got it in several colors, and it's the Jinhao 159. I don't know why I'm like skipping. My brain is skipping. And this is, I think, the rose gold finish. It's a beautiful pen. You'd think it'd be too heavy to write with, but it isn't. Oh, I don't have a nib on this one. Huh. Oh, that's funny. I picked my favorite of the finishes, the colors, to show you, and it doesn't have a nib right now, but excuse that. That's terrible. Cartridge converter pen with the standard number 6 nib that it takes. So the nibs do hop around here quite a bit. And you'd think I'd have more of these than I have. Oops. Oh, there goes a TWSBI Go. It doesn't have ink in it, thank goodness. So these are the other 2 colors that I have in this pen. The lime green, and then this was a little bit of a mistake. I thought I was getting the silver finish, but it is pretty. And this is really nice for autumn. See how it has the gold finish instead of the silver? So I still like the pen. I guess I thought I was ordering the one like the green one with the silver, you know, but it's no big deal. But keep me away from eBay because these are just kind of irresistible. Oh my goodness. I mean, and that's ridiculous because you can only write with one pen at a time, and I only write with 8 pens per month inked up. So, you know, I got to get a grip sometime, don't I? Okay, so then in the honorable mention is a pen that last time was up in the top 5, so it has stayed very dear to me, and that is the Moonman Mini Wankai. These pens are eyedropper pens, and you could also use a cartridge if you want. And they they screwed a post into a full-size pen. They take a swappable number 5 nib that you can get online. I get mine, this is a Goulet one, a broad one, and that's the game changer too. The nib that comes on it, I think it's a medium fine or a medium, no, fine, and it's just, there's nothing wrong with the nib that comes on it, except that, you know me, I like a broad nib. So, but these, the one really outstanding feature, besides the ink capacity and the uniqueness and how easy it is to carry in your pocket, is that they never dry out. I don't know what it is today. Like I said, I think my brain is got skippage, but you know, let's just be real, I guess. So I have this in 3 colors too. I've got a pink one here, and then I think in my drawer I've got a completely clear one, but I think you might have to use your imagination because I'll be knocking things over. So but I do have 3, and there's another one I've had my eye on that kind of has see-through and a little bit of pink ribbony stuff going through it. I think pen friend Manda has one like that. I've had my eye on that one too, but they just never dry out. I mean, I'm serious. I don't really like how long the ink has been in here, but it's because I use it for note-taking and little here and there, dashing here and there. I don't use it up right away. That holds 3 mils of ink. So, but thank goodness, I mean, this has got KWZ green number 5 in it, and it just doesn't dry out. And the other one this one doesn't have ink in it right now. The clear one has a purple ink, Bunga Box Lamont, and that one, you know, it doesn't dry out. It just writes every time you touch it. So I was kind of thinking about this, and I thought, you know, there's some similarities here. All 3 pens have one thing in common, and that is that I have multiple pens in that model, you know, that exact model. I think the fewest I have are probably those little the Moonman, the M600S, I have 2 of them, but every other pen I've got at least 3. And with the X750s, I get I've even given one of those away, a plain black one I thought someone would like. And, you know, I've got like 5 of them, but they're just great because you've got the color you want and the price you like, or if you're me. So, because none of these pens really get very far up over $30. And I'm talking today's price, because when I bought them, they were all definitely under $30. And I'm no longer really counting the cost of a nib because I'm not buying additional nibs each time. I do rotate the nibs that I have, both the number 6 and the number 5 nibs, so that's no longer an additional cost. So it's, you know, budget definitely plays a big role for me. And those of you who know me know that I'm an ink person, but I also love pens. I mean, you gotta love what you're writing with. It's just really special in this hobby. The pens are beautiful, and they've all got such nice features. But if I had to pick, you know, which one I could have more of, pens or ink, I probably always would say ink. That's just me. So I have more expensive pens. I have a Pilot Vanishing Point, and I have a couple of TWSBI Diamond 580s, and I love them, but they're not the ones that I reach for all the time. These are the ones that I reach for all the time. I mean, it's like I have to purposely, when I do my Chris's inked pens each month, I have to try to pick a pen that I haven't written with for a while, because I'm really repetitive with my pen choices, I'm sure. But I have more pens than I actually end up choosing to write with. So that's pretty much it. That kind of updates you. And, you know, I was going to say now in these, I don't really find these two easy to switch the nibs. So the TWSBI Go and the TWSBI Eco, I just don't want to mess with them because I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to break bend a feed, which I've done with a Jinhao 992 once. But friends have told me that it's super easy and I just need to, you know, what to do and how to do it with a little cloth or something so I don't hurt it. But I haven't gotten there yet, even though I've got no qualms at all about taking my little lobster gripper thing and pulling the nibs off these, because these are hardy feeds on the X750s. And same thing with the Moonman. There's no problem there. They come right. Well, the first time is usually the charm. It takes a little bit more with the X750s too the first time. The Lamys are never a problem with the little green gripper. I've never had any trouble with that. And then with this one, just the first time I changed it, it might have been a little bit of a problem, but now I think I can even pull it right out. Well, definitely with the little lobster band, but I don't have any problem at all with that. So the ability to change nibs is definitely the case with everything here, but these two I just don't, the Eco and the Go. So you could tell that that's one. And I don't really have a preference between a piston filler and a cartridge converter, but it looks to me like it's heavy on the cartridge converter side, on these 7 pens anyway. You know, the Go being a little bit odd because it has that spring that you press down and fill. It's got an unusual filling mechanism. But these are where I'm at right now with my favorite top 5 and my 2 honorable mentions there. Oh, I forgot. Did I forget to show you that this is one of the honorable mention pens, the Jinhao 159 in the purple, and I find that very beautiful too. And it does have a nib on it, but it's back with its factory nib, which I probably could do when I leave them like that, but I just didn't with that rose gold one. So what are your favorite top 5? I'm going to go ahead and list the ones that I just talked about that are my current 2020 top 5 and the ones that I considered so in 2018, because I probably managed to get pretty scrambled on this video. But I thought it would be about time to do this, and I thought it might be fun. I had just reorganized my Monteverde 36 pen case with my very favorites in the one case and some of my secondary pens in the other one. So now I got to go straighten it all up again because I pulled them all out showing you. But I hope that this was enjoyable, and I hope you're enjoying your pens and inks, and that you're not being hit with a hurricane or a fire or a virus. You know, there's so much going on right now. Excuse me. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody right now, and not just in the U.S., but all of the different countries and where my friends and pen friends are. So I'll go for now, and let me know in the comments what you think and what are your favorites. And, you know, I figure that over the years I'll probably experiment a little bit more with different pens and maybe even different brands, but it's really happy that I've found this kind of happy spot with the pens that I do like. And I'm not really, every once in a while I buy a new Eco or, you know, something that comes out in a color I can't resist. And I've kind of learned that if it is limited edition, not to drag my feet too far, because I did pay more than I should have for this one, for the Lamy Dark Lilac. But it was worth it to me, and I got it from Gold Spot. It wasn't like it was a horrible price, but it was more than the original price, so I've learned. All right, I'm going to let you go, and I hope I made sense in at least 1 or 2 sentences, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.